first ever Rezz recaps. In this series, I will be recapping events that I look forward to and just cool shit I want to talk about in general. First, let's start with the money-hungry DLC pay-to-play monsters EA. I found their panel the most annoying and boring, which isn't much of a surprise. Most of the panel was sports. FIFA and whatnot, but let's be honest, who the fuck cares? We want the cool shit. Not the stuff we can go outside and do with our friends. Not that we would anyway. They announced Titanfall 2, which I don't really care about either. I never played the first one and I only saw a bit of gameplay. It's a cool concept, but really not that entertaining or new compared to many of the other games announced this year. Then we got more stuff on Battlefield 1, which looks awesome, other than the fact that you have to pay extra to get the fucking French, who helped us win that war in the first place, by the way. For fuck's sake, EA. I mean, I saw it coming from a mile away, but still. I think eventually EA will just let you buy a game one level at a time. $60 a pop! What I'm most excited for was the Mass Effect Andromeda trailer. I'm really pumped to see what they come up with, and I'm hoping for some cool cameos from the characters we loved so much in the last trilogy. This game is the only reason I really watched this shitty presentation. Now on to Bethesda. For the longest time, I pronounced this company Bethesda. Don't ask me why. Probably because my circuits are all fucked up. Anyway, this panel was also a letdown for me. I was hoping for a new Elder Scrolls title, but instead we got another card game. Another card game I won't be playing. I'm sorry, I'm just not into the video game card game crossover thing. I stopped playing with Pokemon cards ages ago, and I'm good on that card battle stuff for now. They also announced Prey, which looks pretty cool, but I'll probably just watch a YouTuber play it. Not really my thing. Plus, I don't have time for all these fucking games. I gotta just pick and choose the ones I really want to play. Dishonored 2 looks awesome. I never played Dishonored 1, but I always thought that it looked fun. I have it on Steam, gotta find time to play that shit. And then we got some more info on DLC for Fallout 4. I'm glad we are getting more, but I still don't think it's enough, especially with what they promised in the past. Mods are our friends though, so at least we'll have hours upon hours of that. More updates for Fallout Shelter, which I'm actually happy about, since that's the only mobile game I actually fucking play. Almost have done everything in that game, so it's nice they are still updating it. Then finally, Skyrim Remastered. Don't get me wrong, that's cool and all, but come on, that game doesn't need a remastered version. Especially for us PC players. We have mods for that shit. It's not even that old. If you're not gonna give us a new Elder Scrolls, then give us a remastered Oblivion or Morrowind. Now that I would shell out the cash for in a second. Microsoft didn't have a horrible panel. They announced the new Xbox One S or Project Scorpio. Basically a smaller, sleeker, more powerful Xbox One, which is what they do for almost every system they release. It's also set up for VR, which is awesome. I'm excited to see more of what they have planned for VR in the future. I'm not sure if I'm going to shell out the cash for it, still pretty awesome though. They also talked about Halo Wars 2, which I'm pumped for, since I really enjoyed the first one. I love the Halo lore and I'm excited to learn more, especially since it takes place now in the timeline. They announced Windows 10 Play, so games for Xbox One will be playable on computers with Windows 10, which is fucking great, since that's what I'm going to be doing for sure. Then finally Gears of War 4. This game looks pretty similar to Gears of War 3, but the continuation of the story excites me. I love storylines, I love lore, I love Gears. Can't wait for that shit. Oh, and there's also Dead Rising 4. Looks like there will be even more zombie slashing fun. I never played the other ones, thinking about maybe picking them up if I have time, but probably not. Ubisoft was also pretty underwhelming. Their most notable games in my opinion are Watch Dogs 2, which I'm not gonna play. Watch Dogs 1 had a lot of bugs and was pretty underwhelming. Not a lot of optimism for the next installment. And of course, South Park The Fractured But Whole. This game is literally my wet dream come true. I played the Stick of Truth all the way through 3 times. I prayed for DLC, and when I heard they weren't making any, it broke my cold dead robot heart. When I found out about this game, I cried acid tears of joy. I'm so fucking excited, and you should be too. Now, Activision, which to be honest, I give no fucks about. Call of Duty didn't look as bad as it did in the trailer, still not gonna buy it. Go back to World War 1 or 2, or just stop. Please, just stop. Nintendo's panel was tiny, but their games excited the child in me all over again. Zelda Farts from the Wind looks fucking fantastic. Windbreaker is my favorite Zelda game, and this game reminds me so much like it, except maybe even a little bit better. I'm so fucking happy about this, and I can't wait to spend hours in another, even more open world Zelda game. Then we got some more Pokemon Sun and Moon info. I fucking love Pokemon. I grew up with Pokemon. I feel like the games are only getting better with time, which is pretty crazy for most titles. Getting Sun for sure. Entei is my shit, and the new Legendary in Sun looks a lot like a new and improved Entei. So excited. If you're not, then fuck off. I don't care how old you are. Now for the clear winner of E3, the best presentation by far, Sony. First, let's talk about the VR. I fucking love VR. I played around with the dev kit of the Oculus for some time, and that got me super pumped for more virtual reality, even if I can't afford it with the bolts I have. The VR games for PS4 excite me to no end, and I can't wait to see more YouTubers playing them, even if I can't. We got a Last Guardian release date. The game looks awesome, but to be honest, it's one of those games that doesn't make the cut from my time playing. The next Kojima game was announced, Death Stranding. That shit looks weird as fuck. That's my kind of shit. Norman Reedus being the main character is pretty sick. Can't wait to find out more about the invisible baby and the fucking floating weirdo surrounded by a BP oil spill. Next, Horizon Zero Dawn. This game looks fucking amazing. It's such a unique, amazing idea to have a marriage of a primitive Far Cry Primal-esque title with a technology-heavy game. Like, I don't know, every sci-fi game ever. It's open world with a mix of two polar opposite genres. This is a game I want to know more about for fucking sure. Then we got an awesome Dad of War trailer, which will now be Norse mythology. Like I said previously, I love lore, and I love mythology just as much. So fucking happy we are leaving Greek mythology and going into Norse, even if Kratos looks like he wishes he could find a daycare for his kid. We also got a new Spoderman trailer, which looks fucking fantastic. I love the original Spider-Man games. That shit was so fucking fun, and this reminds me of a new and improved version. Definitely gonna be kicking some wed bad guys off the buildings when they finally figure out the title for that game. Last but definitely not least is the Crash Bandicoot news. This news was bittersweet. We aren't getting a new Crash game. Instead, Crash is gonna appear in Skylanders, which was kind of a slap in the face for sure. But we are getting the original 3 remastered, which is fucking incredible. I'm so excited for this. Crash and Spyro were my childhood. I do wish we got a new Crash game and a remastered Spyro 1, 2, and 3 though. I would say I want a new Spyro game, but the newer versions of Spyro just suck. So a new Crash and a remastered Spyro would have been ideal. At least we are getting 3 remastered Crash games, but I am hoping and fucking praying for the original 3 Spyro games to be remastered too. Those were my games. Now, there were also a lot of indie titles and other games mixed in, but these games are the most notable to me, and in my opinion are the most important. I'll probably watch some YouTubers play these indies and some of the other games, but other than that, I don't got time for that shit. Anyway, that's my recap. These videos will probably be my longest ones. I might have to split Comic-Con and other events into parts, but we'll see. Anyway, hope you fuckers liked it.